Let's look at the installation of Timberline, a typical laminated shingle, which is smaller and is installed with a 4-nail pattern. Note that these shingles come in 2 different sizes from GAF ELK, English and metric sizes. We're going to use the English size and measurements. When installing metric shingles, use the measurements listed in the application instructions. The first course, after the installation of the starter course, begins with a full shingle laid flush with the starter course at the even rake. Move left to right or right to left, but not straight up the roof in a rack. Place the shingle so that it hangs over the eave or drip edge by 1/4 inch to 3/4 of an inch. In high wind areas, install a leak barrier along the rakes for additional protection, or use a 4-inch width of asphalt plastic roof cement to cement shingles to each other along the rake edge. Place the second shingle next to the first. Then continue across the roof. The Timberline series shingles will require 4 nails unless the local code requires 6. Trim 6 inches from the first shingle of the second course. Place the butt of the shingle at the top of the dragon teeth of the underlying shingle. 5 inches of the underlying shingle should be exposed on these English dimension shingles. Full shingles are then placed across the roof to complete the course. The third course starts with the shingle that has had 11 inches trimmed from the rake edge. It is placed over the second course with the butt at the top of the sawtooth of the underlying shingle. For the fourth course, trim 17 inches off the shingle. On the fifth course, the pattern starts over with a whole shingle. Install the next course, course 6, the same as course 2, and continue the staggered pattern up the roof. About every 6th course, strike a chalk line to check parallel alignment with the eaves. The easiest way to get a clean, straight edge is to snap a chalk line along the overhang you want and cut the shingles to the line. For 3-tab shingles, begin by installing a starter course. You may use GAF ELK's Weather Blocker starter strip or trim the 3-tab shingle to make the starter shingle. Always make sure that you install the starter course with the self-stick strip face up and on the side closest to the eaves to seal this edge. A recommended practice is to stair-step the shingles by cutting off 1/2 tab for each course. This gives you a 6-course sequence for the 3-tab shingles. Place the shingle so that it hangs over the eave or drip edge by 1/4 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Use a whole shingle to begin the first course, starting at the rake. In some cases, it may be necessary to trim the first shingle so that you don't end up with a sliver of a tab at the opposite rake.